First of all, thank you so much for your time. I'm Stephen Phyffer. I'm the founder of Oorsee, and the purpose of these videos and the app as well is to help South Africans either living abroad or on their way abroad. And yeah, the only thing in the news in the last 24, 48 hours has been Israel. And I know there's quite a few Israel users on the app. And I really wanted to get a first-hand experience or first-hand account of what is it that you as a South African is dealing with over there, because everyone's focused on Israelis and the Palestinians but no one's really thinking about the expats themselves that have now been calling Israel their home. Please take a few minutes and just introduce yourself.
Hi, so my name's Laura. I've been living in Israel for a while now, 15 years, so a long time. Yes, I live in the center of the country. I have 2 kids. They were both born in Israel, so they're my Israeli children. Yeah, that's a bit about me.
And what inspired you to move over there 15 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, a few things. I think a part of it was that I was moving away from South Africa more. I don't live in South Africa anymore. And outside of South Africa, this is where I wanted to be.
Yes.
I like the country. I like the community feel here. Yeah, it's a small country. It was hard because it's a completely different language and culture. It's very different culturally.
Yes.
But I'm still not like fluent in Hebrew, but I get by. Yeah, both obviously. So yeah, that was probably the main reason. It was more like leaving South Africa, I think.
Yes.
And if I had, it was to Israel. Yeah.
Now tell me, you guys are obviously dealing with a lot. Now, normally I would steer a conversation like this to focus on things like immigration, the work and all those things. But I would imagine that whatever you guys were experiencing a week ago has changed drastically in the last 24 hours. What are your insights for the future where things are currently standing for you as an expat?
I mean, it was very difficult. I happened to be in the south when the fighting broke out. We were in Sderot for the weekend, so like it was really tough, like being there and hearing all the fighting and the gunshots, and knowing like we were in lockdown, we couldn't leave the house, and there was an infiltration, and there was gunshots right outside our building. Like there was a whole fight right outside where we were, and like that also like just brought me back to like South Africa. Like oh, I recognize like the fighting and that's what I was saying to my kids. I'm like this is familiar for me, but I'm happy to be in a country. I feel protected here. Like that's the one thing. Like I feel safe. I love how everyone just comes together and the support for each other and the looking out for. And that makes me proud and happy to be here. So despite all this, I'm like very glad that I'm here.
Whenever I saw any footage of Israel on the television, that's now not any war related, and it always looked normal. It looked like a normal country, and they're doing normal things, and they're driving normal cars. It's not this desert town that everyone has always been portraying, and it made me happy. And there's something magical about that whole region. And I'm a Christian, and there's obviously deep ties for me in my upbringing that I always I was in awe of Israel. But it's sad that for the last 100 years, there's this battle going, and I'm not going to even touch on it because I don't understand all of it. And the purpose of this video is not to, try and dissect what is going on there. It's more to focus on our own people that is actually still there. Yes, I've also experienced a couple of dark times in South Africa, and I've been held at gunpoint. I've been stabbed. It's still not a war zone. It's different. It's you can call it a war if you want. It's hidden and it's underneath all the politics. But I mean, I can't even imagine what you felt in the last 24 hours. And are you guys okay now? You out of that region where the main fighting was taking place?
Yeah, so where we are now, it's quiet here. We just hear like some explosions in the distance, and like some rockets. It's nothing like what it is down in the south.
Yeah.
It's just constant explosions, buildings shaking, gunfire, like artillery fire, just every sound of war. But yeah, I mean, that, like, to leave, when we decided to leave on Sunday evening, it was like a huge debate, like, because we were told to stay indoors, like the army had said to stay inside, not to go anywhere, because there was still like Hamas inside the city. But then we were seeing other people leaving, and it was like something out of a movie. It's like just quick, like quiet, like go to the car quietly and then just go. And we saw people driving out, and then like we saw soldiers walking down the road. And like when I'm seeing that, then I was like, okay, let's just make a break for it now, because it's like a risk. It's a risk to stay, because there were, in that afternoon, rockets were, they hit 6 houses in the city.
Sure.
And then terrorists in the city, which were trying to break homes. So I'm like, so it's a risk to stay, and then it's a risk to leave, but let's just do it. So we left, and there was a lot of driving out, and there was a lot of like military on the way and police. And so once we're like 20 minutes out of the city, then I started to feel better.
Safer.
Yeah.
And you appear still a bit shaken, I have to admit. And how's the kids? Are they? Is this sort of thing normal for them, or are they really shaken with how it escalated in the last 2 days?
So the rockets they've experienced before, that's normal. Like they do that in school. Like we have bombs in our houses, and there are often drills, like when the siren sounds, like what you need to do. So they know what to do. And the escalation was scary for them, because it included now gunfire. I mean, that was just scary for everyone, because that's not something you really experience, is actual gunfire on the streets. And it's like machine gun fire. And then there's also like other like just shooting. It was hard to also place all the sounds. So that was scary. And at night, so then the sounds are amplified at night. And so on Saturday night, when we were stuck there in Sderot, so they were scared to sleep. And throughout the night, even though they were sleeping in the bomb shelter, like throughout the night, there were rockets and stuff that still woke them. So it's scary. But yeah, I just kept having to say, we're safe, like we're safe. But I mean, we're as safe as we can be.
That is the best. Yeah, that's what is important. I'm going to let you go. Do you now? The Oorsee community is quite a big one, and we consist of your everyday Joe, and we've also got a big community of professionals in all fields. do you need any assistance in form of someone to talk to? Because I've got people in my network that they work in that field, and I'm more than happy to put you in contact with them if you need to just vent a bit. Is that something you would be interested in, or are you all right?
Thanks, appreciate that. I think I'm okay. It's probably always good maybe to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like what I've been seeing, this is more social media because yeah, it's horrific. Like I'm just horrified by what has happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, look, from our, we're quite happy you guys are all right. I am speaking with a few people tonight, actually. I've got another guy in Tel Aviv that I don't know where he was yesterday, and another guy in Jerusalem. What I'll do is I just want to compile a point of view. And it's not too, because everyone jumped. You saw what happened to that Facebook post. The moment that I said I would like to interview someone, people started, there was like 90% was positive, and then there was like 10% of people like, oh, but why do you want to do this now? And all of that. I'm like, you're missing the point.
yeah.
It's to help South Africans. It's to enlighten them, because you're getting the global point of view. You're getting what the Israelis is putting out there. You're getting what the other side's putting out there, but you're not actually seeing what the South African that's living in the country needs to show you. And in a way, that's what we want to do. I thank you for your time. And and if there's anything, just send me a text. You got me on Facebook now, and I'm going to speak to a bit of my network, and you might get one or two more messages from someone that would just want to talk. No cameras or anything like that. Just to make you feel better.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye bye. Thanks for your time.
You too.